channel. Isis Garden in beautiful Jamaica. Gardening is my therapy, and I'll be showing you these plants this morning, or I think it might be afternoon even. Not quite, because we're still getting the sunlight from this east facing window. You know, it lasts for a few hours, like 4 hours or so. So, where can I start with these plants? Okay, here's a nice big rubber plant. Look at the leaves. This rubber plant has been growing indoors for 2 years. And she was so tall in the summer, during the growing season of 2022. So she grew out of her pot, and I repotted her in this great big pot and placed her on a stand. She sits in an east-facing window all year long. So she gets the morning sunlight, and she's very, very happy. Now, I don't know what makes us do that, but in the winter, fall I would say, we propagated her. Because she was getting so tall, we wanted her to get bushy and, you know, put more branches on. So we cut the top off. My sister and I cut the top off. And we made Christmas presents out of her. Made 4 Christmas presents about this size was given away. I think 2 was even bigger than this. For Christmas, after just propagating them in the fall, they were ready, rooted, and good to go. Now, this is very solid. Roots are formed, and this is from her. Not only is she from her mother here, which I'm going to put her right next to her so she can sit there for a while. Here is another pot that came from her. So this is a very, very, very good mother plant here. And she is still looking so beautiful. You can't even hardly tell that we propagated from her in the fall. She's still just thriving. She just sits there. She gets watered once every week and a half, I would say. Not quite 2 weeks, but we don't try to let her sit in water. I just water once every week and a half. And just like that, this new plant is budding, putting on new branch of her own. There are 2 pieces in this pot. So this one is going to just be so big and so lush and so nice, because it's going to be doing a lot of growing over the season. They need nothing besides fertilizer and water, because this soil is all new. We don't need to repot, nothing. So there is all 3 of these, mama and her offspring. And some were given away into homes that's going to really love them and care for them. So that makes it good when we can share our plants with other people who loves plants just like we do. Now this is Chinese lantern. Last spring, there were 2 just about this size. Placed them outside, and they were doing so great in the same size pot. This is a 8-inch pot. But see, it's getting tall. It's begging to go outside. Eventually, we put them in the soil, because we water in the morning and they would still be thirsty in the evening. They love water. Chinese lantern loves water. And they bloom profusely throughout the summer. We had to remove them from the pot and place them in the soil, 2 of them, and they were so beautiful throughout the summer, spring, summer, fall, even in the winter. They were still blooming. Covered them up and they were still blooming. Eventually, they died because of the brutal freeze that was in this region. But now, we have 2. Not sure should we put them in the soil again this time? Because they're very difficult in the summertime in the pots. Because they have roots that wants to go everywhere. So we did propagate. That's why we have here for this year. So I think I can do the same thing in propagating from this plant in the summer to be sure we have more continuously. So there goes Chinese lantern. Very, very beautiful. If you ever see a Chinese lantern, it shapes just like a Chinese lantern. Sometimes you go into a Chinese restaurant and you see their lantern sitting over their table. This is the bloom. And this one is a pinkish reddish, but it's gorgeous. And, okay. We also have, I'm going to show you this beautiful, beautiful aglaonema. It's either red elephant or red gold. I'm not so sure because the ID is not on this plant and I don't think it came with an ID. But it is big. Oh, golly. This is aglaonema or Chinese evergreen. It's not green, but that's the name of it. And this one is either a red gold or a red elephant. It can be either one. Looks they're quite close, if not the same name. You know, the same plant that they give different name. And if you look at it carefully, the leaves are all different leaves. See? When they come out, different variation. See? So, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, and the pot at home. I think this one came from, Tuesday morning, our Home Goods. I think Home Goods. Sometimes we save. Oh, I can't see it. Tuesday morning, our Home Goods. Same difference. But this plant is so beautiful. Can you believe it? Look at her. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start. But these plants here, they love the same kind of care almost. We try to group them in areas where they get the same care. And this other plant, I'm trying to pick her up. Woo, dear me. This one is an alocasia what's this one called? Amazonica. It's an alocasia amazonica. See? So beautiful. I remember this as a child. We had it in the yard, in the ground, in the soil. And nobody cared for it. It just stayed there and it just grew and flourished and happy. We rained on, didn't fertilize. But now we have to take care of these beauty if we want them to live. So be careful. I'm going to put her down. She is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alocasia amazonica is her name. She has a very prestigious name. Yeah. So, with that being said, I'm not going to forget this little girl. She's not quite big yet, but she's a peace lily. And she's very happy. You can tell she's happy. She's small, but she's happy. Small people can be happy as well, whether you're big or small. So this is a small peace lily, and she will be doing great. She loves where she is. She's sitting in the same east-facing window, and she gets plenty of sunlight, indirect sunlight. So they're not in the full sun, but just from the window, and it makes them so happy. So, my friends, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Please like my videos, share, subscribe, and you please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.